let's get to this. Have you heard of this book named Telegram? If you have not heard about it, it's time that you do. I'll take this great opportunity to inform you about an old book that has changed the lives of many. It's about living a virtuous life peacefully and optimistically with everyone around you. Did you know that this book was made in 32 BC? There are three main parts, and they are virtue, wealth, and love. There are 130 chapters and 10 couplets in each chapter. So altogether, the book consists of 1,330 couplets. A couplet can only have 7 words in total, 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom. The first couplet, when translated means A is the first source of all the letters, so is God fundamentally the first source of the entire world. You may be wondering who made this book. Well, it was an old man named Lambotharan. He was neither a saint or a monk. Many people consider to this day his writings flawless and never to fail. Lambotharan was living in Southeast Asia. He is honorably known as a divine poet. In fact, another name for this great book is Poyamoli, words that never fail. Why was this book made? Why this book? As I told you before, it's about living your life to the fullest with everyone around you. Therefore, that means the book was made to teach you lessons and morals. It has lessons that you should follow all the time. The book plays the role as your conscience and helps you decide what is right and wrong. For example, the difference between democracy and communist governments, the pros and cons of each. Once you have read the book, you will understand the ways of life from a totally different point of view. Next time when you go to the library, why don't you just take a look at the book, Telegram. I recommend this book to you because it has changed the lives of many. Thank you for taking the time to listen to what I had to say. It was pleasant. Thank you.
What gives this book, were you here last week? Okay, what gives this book authority? Yes, that's why we're learning it, but what makes it credible? What's the sourcing behind it? Who is talking to us? Exactly. Who is Krishna? Krishna is an avatar of God, so we can say Krishna is effectively God for us. So that's why anything we say here, anything we learn that's from the text, not my interpretation of it, but what the direct translation can be, we can accept that to be the word of God. Can I get the next slide? Let me try. Oh, beautiful. Homework. You guys remember what I gave you? Yeah. Good. Was it hard? No. All right. Picture of Krishna and Arjuna. Who was not able to find it? You weren't able to get a picture? Why not? How come? Where do you think I got all my pictures? Do you think I actually drew it and scanned it, or I cut out magazine clips? Exactly. These were all, even the background. I'm not sure how vaguely how you can see it, but that is all from on. The presentation is still happening up here, guys, from online. Second, well, who has a picture with them right now? You have a picture? Beautiful. You know, you will see this picture in my presentation today. She has a picture, so always keep this picture. And it's very good you have a picture of Priya. Anybody else? Very good. With you? Let's take a look. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful, guys. And guess where it's from? The back of the calendar. See, it wasn't too hard. You can find this if you really want it. There you go. Very good. Second assignment. What was it? Again, not the usual people. You. I'm not sure if I remember seeing you. Go ahead. Yes, devotional service. So what did you do? Do you normally help her take out the trash? So from this week on, okay, Krishna's picture is not here. But in front of Krishna, you're telling me you're going to help your mom take out the garbage every week. Yeah? Who else? Yes. Very good. Now, who wasn't able to do this? I know you all would have done it, but anybody here that really couldn't find an opportunity to help someone? Good. Very good. So today, once we get the slide up, you'll see, but we're talking about sin, right? And most importantly, how to get yourself free from sin. Yes? A lie. Lying is not good. Right? Lying is not good. What else is not good? Yes, you. Pardon?
Being a thief.
Stealing. Stealing is not good. Do not ever even think about taking somebody else's whatever it is that may be desirable. Yes. Cheating. Cheating. Do not cheat, because cheating is you effectively lying. You're not being honest. It falls in the same group. Yes. Threatening. Threatening, or even actually physically hurting somebody, or threatening to hurt somebody, is just, even the thought, the words, and the action, they all are considered to be sin. So, how do you think we can free ourselves from sin? You already answered. Somebody different. I want some new answers. Yes, sir. Doing devotional service. Very good answer. What else can we do to? It's some simple stuff, not big pujas and yagas and stuff like that. Very simple. Yes. Pray to God and ask Him for forgiveness. Very good. What else can we do? Yeah, I'm just waiting for, don't remember off the top of my head where I got this, where it is. Yes?
Ask the person, like, if you hurt someone's feelings, hurt someone physically, you can ask the person.
Apologize. So, believe it or not, a lot of people have a hard time apologizing, asking for forgiveness, saying I'm sorry. But it actually takes the bigger person to say, I messed up here, I'm very sorry, please forgive me. It's password protected. Yes, see, I value those slides very heavily that I even password protected it. But I don't, like I said before, I don't. So, do you guys remember what? No, let's go straight to sin. We'll recap it. Alright, recap. What is sin? How does one accumulate sin, and how does one get freed from sin? So we pretty much talked about all of this with other slides. So we're looking at Karma Yoga, chapter 3, text 13. Who wants the honors of reading? Somebody new, somebody new, somebody new. You. Can you read for me, please? Yes, you, please. So we're going to open up to chapter 3, verse 13. Can you help her find it? Excuse me. Go up to chapter 3. In the meantime, you guys can all read from here. Again, this is just cross-referencing, making sure this is what's there and that's what's here, so that I'm not putting any of my biases, I'm not changing what the Word of God is to infuse my beliefs on you. Go ahead, can you read it for me, please? Very loud. See how loud I'm talking?
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal enjoyment
Literally
eat only
sin.
sin.
So what's God saying? What is Krishna saying for us? The food you eat, guys, if you, I'm not going to pick you this class, because I know you guys participate, I know you're very enthusiastic, but I want other people. We're going to give other people a chance to participate, right? So, I know what you guys are doing. You guys are very pumped up about learning the Gita, which is very good. I like seeing that. I will give you a chance next week, but we want to get some new faces, get some their perspective on it. Cool? So, God, what Krishna is saying, when we eat food that we just prepared without offering to God, we are eating sin. Does Krishna need our food, guys? Does Shiva need our food? Does God need our food? He created everything. What do you want to say?
They're showing that you can offer food.
Yes. The next time, just wait till I ask the question, because I want to get there, I want to say it, right? So, I know you guys are very excited, which is a good thing. Yes, sir?
And show some respect.
Yes, so you're going to show respect and say, Krishna, look, or Shiva, look, we've made this. I'm going to give you the first dibs on it. I'm going to give you first bite on the food. Give it to him. And God is not greedy here. He's not even going to eat it. He's just going to bless the food, and all of a sudden, the food you make is not just food. You're not eating sin anymore. You're actually eating prasadam, right? So, every slide we're going to do a homework assignment. What do you think your homework assignment for this is going to be? You're learning. I already got from you. Did I ask you this time? Yes, I did. Yes. Okay. Do you cook food at home? Okay. So how are you going to offer food when you're not cooking food at home? Wait. Let's ask her. So when you go home, what I did for you is pretty much all the chapter 3 and chapter 4 slides I'm going to talk about. I give you the slides itself. Not my discussion, just a slide. So when you go home, I want you to tell your parents, show your parents, this is what we learned in class. And if they don't believe you, tell them to grab a Bhagavad Gita at home, source it. I have my source, Karma Yoga chapter, text 13. Tell them to open it, English or Tamil. Tell them to read it. From now on, everything that gets cooked at home, you offer to God. If it's non-vegetarian and you're a little bit scared to say, Krishna, don't eat my chicken, or Shiva, eat my mutton, just say thank you to God. It's not bad, because a lot of other religions, they say their prayers before they eat. Krishna is saying offer it. Second thing regarding this slide, what else can you say before you eat? You said it already today. Just yell out the answer. Okay. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Everyone together. So 3. How many of you actually say this before you eat? Okay, so we have a few people who are actually applying what we learned, right? The other people just memorize. Like I said from day one, when I teach you something, it's not a memorizing exercise. Knowing this slide, knowing this prayer, but not using it, makes absolutely no sense, right? You had a very divine person come in and teach you this, and if you're not going to apply it, you're just pretty much effectively wasted all this time saying these prayers in class because you're not applying it. So every day in the morning, you say it, but before every meal, you say it, and if not, at least say, God, thank you for it. Is that too much to ask? Did you say yes? Okay, just say no. Any questions? Very good. Importance of duties. We talked about this last week. What can someone tell me about the importance of duties? Why do we have to do our duties? Yes, sir?
If we don't do it, then who else will?
He's very practical. If you don't do your homework, who's going to do your homework? Right? I can't sit there and do your homework. Even if I do it for you, are you learning anything out of it? Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. These things are so cool. Perform your prescribed duty, for action is better than inaction. A man cannot even maintain his body without work. So 1, you need to do your duties just to stay in shape. If you want your six-pack, if you want your muscles, sitting at home and watching TV is not going to get you six-packs and muscles. What else? Okay, actually that was actually it. So let's go back. Next, who has the Gita? You do? Can you find somebody and give them the next responsibility, please, of reading it? But I already picked on you today. Someone we never picked on today. How about her? Yeah, see, she knew I was looking at her. Not too far. So we're looking at chapter 3, text 20. This is very, very important, guys. This is very important. Why is it important? Let me just start reading until she finds it. Even kings like Janaka. Who's Janaka Maharaj? Father of Sita. Who's Sita?
Husband of Rama.
I know what you're trying to say, but wife of Rama. So when Krishna says, who here has faith in Krishna? Who thinks Krishna actually walked the planet, walked the earth, and gave us this? Who thinks this is true? Who thinks this is questionable here? You think in the Gita itself is questionable. May I ask, what's the reason for your questioning?
Because if it's like 5,000 years old, you won't really know the historical events. How are you supposed to find Krishna himself and his genetical scans, whatever he has, where his dead body was? You don't know wherever this story even took place, because maybe the place didn't even change. So,
well, places such as Mathura and Vrindavanam, where and the Kurukshetra war ground, those are all real places. So we can reference them. We can actually go to India and check them out. So those are real places.
You can go and visit them. They are places of pilgrimage. Even the Krishna's birthplace is there. Krishna's Vrindavan is there.
The temple of Mathura is still intact under the water.
Under the Dwaraka.
Yeah.
Dwaraka is
Dwaraka
still under the
under
water.
the water.
The recent
And it's
research,
intact.
actually the search for oil, they discovered incidentally the hidden city of Dwaraka under the water, where the Krishna ruled. And
What's happening here, guys?
also the place, the Krishna, what do you call it? What do you call it? Went away from this world. It's in Gujarat, close to Somnath temple, is there. The war, the Kurukshetra war, the place, the same ground, the Mahabharata war, the Gita was instructed, is there. And the spot, and there was a banyan tree there, the spot where the Krishna, at the actual spot, the Krishna instructed Gita to Arjuna is still there. There's a temple there. So this is quite late. It's not like Ramayana. It's about only 5,000 years. Of course, you don't see the concrete evidence like Krishna's body and everything. Even I don't have my grandfather's body. That doesn't mean he didn't exist. So it is 5,000 years ago. But still there is there. And Krishna's descendants are all over India. They had the surname as Jadav. There are Jadavs in Tamil too. They are there too.
Does that answer your question?
well, can I ask you?
Partially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask you who's the author of Bhagavad Gita?
Well, it's part of the Mahabharata, right? And it's
Vyasa.
Vyasa.
Sage Vyasa.
Sage Vyasa wrote Mahabharata. But as far as we're concerned, when it says Sri Bhagavan said, which is not in this slide, but we looked at a slide last time where it says Sri Bhagavan said, that means Krishna spoke those lines, right? Okay? Yes?
And Vyasa was contemporary at the same time. He didn't write afterwards. He was living with them. In Mahabharata, he was actually a relative of all those princes and kings and queens. And he wrote this. So actually that's the first-hand writer. It's not a second-hand information.
Okay? So, most of us now, or pretty much all of us, because nobody else is raising objection here, except Krishna walked the land, and Krishna gave us this truth, right? But when Krishna says, kings like Janaka, he's referencing that once upon a time, there was a Janaka Maharaj. What does that mean? Now from this words alone, can we infer that Krishna is giving credit to Ramayana? He's saying Rama walked this land too? Now Krishna was Rama previously. Are you guys all with me here?
Yeah.
So first thing that I'm not sure if even it was implied that this is what we want to learn out of. First thing I learned from the first three words, Krishna gives credit to Ramayana. So we can also take Ramayana to be a sacred text. So when in the future when we are learning Ramayana, when we ask you have any questions regarding this, you can say, yes, I do believe it because Krishna referred it. Right? Okay. So, did you find it? Can we start talking about it? Can you start reading loud? Loud. You see how loud I'm talking? Go ahead.
Kings such as Janaka attained their perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work.
So, what did Janaka Maharaj do? Yes.
He did his duties.
And what did he get by doing his duties? He attained perfectional stage just by doing your duties. Right? Does that mean you're going to get a perfectional stage? I'm hoping you will. But what we're getting out of that is you have to do your duties, do it to your fullness, and do it 100%, give it your 100%, and we'll see where it takes you, right?
Because doing duties itself a worship. Chapter, it itself importance gives the karma means work or duty. Here, in this chapter, the karma means work or duty. So doing our work, as a student, study. As a teacher, teach. As a farmer, plow and farm. Okay? As a constructor, construct. So doing your duties, as also as a householder, as a father, protect and provide for your children. As a husband, the love and support your wife. As a wife, loyal and love and support, be loyal and love, give love and support to your husband. So it's like that. There are duties in all in our roles, like as a father, son, brother, sister, teacher, student, everything. So if we do our part, we are putting our resources, both the material resources, our physical resources, our mental resources, with our heart, then that itself is a worship, and we can attain perfectness by practicing our duties. That is karma yoga. That is one way of reaching to the God, one way of reaching to the perfectness. For circle, so the circle and the square. Okay. Before we start anything, before we start writing, we used to write Pullayasuli. Have you heard of the Pullayasuli? Yeah, people don't have it here in a board, right? It's like you put a circle and then put a line before we start anything. Because it is circle, is Shakti, straight line is Shiva. Okay? So the combination is Shiva, Linga. You can write it in. Okay? So this is the price of Linga. Because that is we know Nadaraja, the dancing Shiva. We know Dakshinamurti, preaching Shiva. We know Soma Shankar and everything. That's a very form, face and everything. But this is neither the form nor the formless, in between. So this is the first perceptible form of the formless. Okay? And origin of the universe came as Linga. I'll show you the picture shortly. Okay, origin of the universe. So that is Shiva Linga. That's the basis. Then who wrote this Linga? Who wrote this Linga? When you were learning about Tirukural, he showed a picture of Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara was a sage. Okay, he lived around I think about 700 or 700 BC, 700 AD. Okay, 1300 years ago. So he wrote that. Similar. I will do my worship. Can you hold it?
Okay. I'll put it there. I don't real worship.
That's a traditional writing. Before you start any letters, even a little bit before you write an exam, we used to put that. Okay. One circle, one. Some people say Una, but it's not Una. Una is different. Una is like this. This is just a circle and this. So, Adi Shankara sang this Linkashtakam. Okay? So who was the boy who came and sang or taught Linkashtakam to us? No. He's from Mississauga, yes. One. He learned it from other class like this. He was young. He was grade 6. The grade 6 student, he learned it by heart. And the instructor taught him. And he had very good pronunciation, very good grasp of it. So he was the one that came and taught us. And he will join us this class. So before we come next time, we need to memorize Linkashtakam by heart and able to recite Linkashtaram without looking at the paper. Okay? So Linkashtaram. Now Ashwin is going to present this Linkashtaram in a radio program. So he is learning it. That's very good. So he is going to start that. Follow that. Okay. So he will say first and we will repeat. Okay. Everyone has to say that. You got the paper? Yeah, you got the paper? Yeah, it's the first song. Shall we repeat it again once more? I am some of us not singing openly, yeah? Okay. Yeah, you can. You got the paper? One more. I'll use it. Just keep this. You start. You all have to say louder, then it becomes by heart. Okay? Kamataham karunakaralingam Good song going to do. Daksha sujatnya vinasakalingam. Daksha sujatnya vinashakalinggam. Tat pranamami sada shivalingam.
Shivaliнгam Pranamami Sada Shivaliнгam Pranamami Sada Shivaliнгam. Chandanalipithalingam Kunguma Chandanalipithalingam
Pankajahara Sushobhitalingam
Pankajahara Sushobhitalingam
Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam
Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam. Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam.
Can you say it again and then Kunguma, you know Kunguma, right? The bottle. Shandanam, you know Shantanam. So the lingam has Kunguma and Shantanam. Pankajahara. Pankaja means lotus flower. Hara means garland. That's a lotus flower garland. Sanchita Bhava Vinashaka. Our sins, this is accumulated, it's in the storage, not feeding broad. That's Sanchita Bhava. That, even the sins in our storage will get destroyed by worshipping them. Okay, that's the meaning. So he's going to say that again and you have to repeat it.
Kunguma Chandanalipithalingam Kunguma Chandanalipithalingam Pankajahara Shobhitalingam Pankajahara Shobhitalingam
Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam
Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashakalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam
Devaganachita Sevidalingam
Devaganachita Sevidalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Dinakara Kodi Prabhakara Lingam
Dinakara Kodi Prabhakara Lingam
Pranamami Sada Shivalingam
Pranamami Sada Shivalingam
Pranamami Sada Shivalingam.
Pranamami Sada Shivalingam.
When we say that, we are going to repeat it. Deva means celestial. Ganas means another celestial being, higher being.
Devaganachita Sevidalingam Devaganachita Sevidalingam Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam
Pavair Bhakti Virevachalingam Dinakara Kodi Prabhakara Lingam Dinakara Kodi Prabhakara Lingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam
Ashtatalo Pariveshidalingam
Ashtatalopariveshitalingam
Sarvasamudbhavakarana-lingam
Sarvasamudbhavakarana-lingam
Ashtataritra-vinashaka-lingam
Ashtataritra-vinashaka-lingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
अष्टदलोपरिवेशितलिङ्गम्
अष्टदलोपरिवेशितलिङ्गम्
अष्टतलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गम्
अष्टदलोपरिवेशितलिङ्गम्
Can you say it again?
अष्टदलोपरिवेशितलिङ्गम्
अष्टदलोपरिवेशितलिङ्गम्
सर्वसमुपवकारणलिङ्गम्
सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम्
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 अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गम्
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 Daritra means, what is Daritra? Poverty. There are 8 types of poverty. So all the 8 types of poverty will get destroyed by worshipping Shivalingam. Ashta
अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गम्
अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
Suraguru Suravara Pujidalingam
सुरगुरुसुरवर पूजितलिङ्गम्
Suravana Pushpa Sadapidalingam
सुरवन पुष्प सदाशितलिङ्गम्
Parat Param Paramatmakalingam
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
Tat Pranamami Sadashivalingam
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
सुरगुरुसुरवर पूजितलिङ्गम्
सुरगुरुसुरवर पूजितलिङ्गम्
सुरवनपुष्प सदाचितलिङ्गम्
सुरवन पुष्प सदाशितलिङ्गम्
पराक्रम
Parat Param. You have to put a slash there. Parat, then a slash. Parat Param Paramatmakalingam.
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
Parat Param Paramatmakalingam.
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
Para means there is nothing beyond, nothing above. If you get Parama Santosham, is the extreme happiness. There is nothing beyond. Parama Shivan means Shiva. There is nothing beyond. Para Shakti, nothing beyond Shakti. Para Brahma, nothing beyond it. Okay? So this is the Parat Param Paramatmakalingam.
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
सुरगुरु
Yeah.
सुरगुरुसुरवर पूजितलिङ्गम्
सुरगुरुसुरवर पूजितलिङ्गम्
सुरवनपुष्प सदाचितलिङ्गम्
सुरवन पुष्प सदाशितलिङ्गम्
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि Pranamami Sada Shivalingam.
Pranamami Sada Shivalingam.
So why we are learning in Lambotharan for the last 2-3 weeks? Yeah, because Shivaratri is coming. When is Shivaratri? Next Sunday. So that's a very rare opportunity. Shivaratri is a very holy day, very auspicious. The most auspicious day is the Shivaratri. If we do any prayers, any chanting or mantras or pujas, we get what do you call 1,000 times the benefit than the other days. Okay, Shivaratri is very auspicious, especially on the night day. And that it may happen on Thursday, Fridays and other things. We all have working days and school days. It is hard, but we try to observe as much as possible within our constraints. But this time it's happening on Sunday. Oh, it's the benefit. And also Shivaratri, what we are going to do?
Stay up for the whole night.
Stay up for the whole night. If not, if you can't, at least until past the midnight. You have to worship and do a midnight worship, and I will say why, and at least past the midnight, 12:30 midnight. Okay, that's the Shivaratri. So, if you stay up night, what will happen next day? You will be sleepy. Next day, the school day, working day is hard. But this time, Monday is going to be a holiday. So, it's a very, very rare opportunity. Very auspicious day. Coming on Sunday, we are all going to meet here, do our prayers, singing and stories and other things. And also, and we have next day, holiday. So we can observe the Shivaratri. Okay, very well. Sunday. So this has to go next Sunday. That's why we are by heart the what do you call this song this time. Okay. And Shivaratri, he is saying about the story of Shivaratri. What is Shivaratri? Yes, what is Shivaratri? We worship Shiva. Shiva Ratri. What is Ratri means? Night time. It's called Ratri. So worshipping Shivan at night time. It's a special night, Shivaratri. Okay. So when does it come? What is the Tamil month now? Masi. Very good. Masi.
Are you done with the cup?
Is it a brighter half or the what do you call it, darker half of the month? Krishna Paksha. Krishna Paksha is darker half. This is a darker half. Full moon is over. We had full moon in Thaipusam last week. Okay, that's over. Now we have a brighter, what do you call it, darker half. The moon is becoming smaller and smaller, shrinking every day when you see the sky at night. It's a darker half. So, how many days we have in the darker half? Altogether? 15. Brighter half? 15. So, what will be the 15th day from darker half left? New moon. There's no moon there. Amavasa. Amavasa illa Amavasa. Amavasa. So this is the 14th lunar day. Okay, it's month of Masi. It's a darker half, or what do you call, waning moon, and 14th lunar day. 14th lunar day, what do you call? Sadurtasi. Very good. Sadurtasi. Sadur means 4. Dasa means 10. Sadurtasi. 14th lunar day, it happens. Okay, that's going to be. So now I want to ask somebody to tell the story about Shivaratri. Next week, what we are going to do is every one of you going to prepare a story of Shiva. Story of Shiva, story about Shivaratri. There are books here. Before you go, Get it, learn it, come with your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, and you have to talk. Or Siva song. Okay, next week that's a program altogether. So, briefly, can someone say about what is Shivaratri? Or shall I leave it until next week?
No.
Leave it until next week. Give a fair chance. Right, they go back to Linkashtaka.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Deva muni pravarachitalingam.
Deva muni pravarachitalingam.
Kamadaham karunakaralingam.
Kamadaham karunakaralingam.
Ravanadarpa vinashakalingam.
Ravanadarpa vinashakalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Sarvasugandha sulepitalingam.
Sarvasugandha sulepitalingam.
Buddhi vivardhana karanalingam.
Buddhi vivardhana karanalingam.
Siddha surasura vansitalingam.
Siddha surasara vansitalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Kanaka mahamani bhushitalingam.
Kanaka mahamani bhushitalingam.
Panipadiveshita shobhitalingam.
Panipadiveshita shobhitalingam.
Daksha sujajna vinashakalingam.
Dakshasujanya vinashakalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Kumkuma chandana lepitalingam.
Kumkuma chandana lepitalingam.
Pankajahara sushobhitalingam.
Pankajahara sushobhitalingam.
Sanchita papa vinashakalingam.
Sanchita papa vinashakalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Tatpranamami sada shivalingam.
Pranamami sada shivalingam.
Devaganachita sevitalingam.
Devaganachita sevitalingam.
Devaganarchita sevidalingam.
Devaganachita sevitalingam.
Pavai bhakti virevachalingam.
Pavaya bhakti virevachalingam.
Dinakara kodi prabhakaralingam.
Dinakara Divakaralingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Ashtadalopariveshitalingam
Ashtadalopariveshitalingam
Sarvasamutpavakaranalingam
Sarvasamutpavakaranalingam
Ashtadaritra vinashakalingam
Ashtadaritra vinashakalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Suraguru suravara pujitalingam
Suraguru suravara pujitalingam
Suravana pushpa sadarchitalingam
Suravana pushpa sadarchitalingam
Parat param paramatmakalingam
Param paramatmakalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
Tat pranamami sada shivalingam
The Lord Shiva has written a text on love. Lord Shiva has written a text on love. It has 60 aphorisms. It's called Iriyana Rahapor. This is the book. Okay, Lord Shiva has written about love in 60 aphorisms. Okay, it's called Iriyana Rahapor. So we are the only religion in the world where the God as himself has written a textbook on love. Okay, so we should be proud to celebrate Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day for you all, and we will see you on again on Shivaratri Day.